everyone, I'm Kay and welcome to my little corner of the interwebs. This video is going to be the first in a new series I'm starting on this channel to document my progress towards being completely 100% debt-free. Now, I know that this is not the typical content you can find here, which is usually focused towards being a reseller. So whether you're new here or a returning subscriber, please don't feel obligated to tune in and watch this whole video. I don't make any income from YouTube at the moment, so you're not affecting my wallet in any way, but I want to make sure that you guys are watching content that you're truly interested in. So I want to get that out of the way now to let you know that this is not going to be the usual video you'll find from me. So first things first, if you're still with me through this video, I really appreciate it. I thank you guys so much for all the support you've given to me in my new journey towards being a YouTuber. I still don't consider myself one, but that's another story for a different day. So now I want to start by sharing a secret with you all. I'm in debt. There, I said it, it's out in the universe, and so it is. But let me start with a fact. So I live in the US, in Massachusetts actually, but the average US household has nearly $7,000 racked up in revolving credit card balances. With that said, I really wish that that's the amount that I had in credit card debt, but my amount was more than twice that. So yikes, I guess is the correct word there. But as of December 28th, 2018, I can officially say that I no longer have an ounce of credit card debt. Happy to say that. It's been a long time coming. I've been saving for the entire year to be able to make one lump sum payment across all three of my credit cards at the end of the year and pay off all the balances in full. I have been paying the minimum monthly payments every month, but last Friday, today's the 2nd of January, by the way, I paid off a total of $16,389.69. By the way, I apologize if I keep looking away because I'm looking at my notes. I am not good at this whole YouTube thing, so I did try to write myself a script so that I could get all of the information out to you guys that I wanted to. So that's why I'm not always looking directly at you. So that is a large amount, just over $16,000, and it's all out of my account now. I cried, truly cried, when I made those payments, but it is a huge weight off of my shoulders to not have that lingering over my head anymore, and now I can focus on reducing all of my other debt. So full disclaimer, I am not 100% debt free. I still have about $25,000 in student loans. I just completed my bachelor's degree in May of 2018, so I am now going to be out of deferment and will have to be paying those loans back. I also have $30,000 on a car loan that I am trying to pay off as quickly as possible. Anyway, so the point of this video is just to help you guys in your journey, whether you're trying to become 100% debt-free or just paying off one loan at a time. I know that I have spent hours upon hours upon hours on YouTube watching videos on cash envelope stuffing, on budgeting, on just all kinds of Dave Ramsey inspired stuff. And I'm not a child of Dave Ramsey, I just kind of follow my own thing, but I know that a lot of you are struggling and I'm just trying to help you. So again, this video is just the first in this series. It's not going to be extremely in-depth, but I at least wanted to get this one out to you now. It's January 2nd, it's New Year's resolution time, and people are trying to get a hold of their life. So with that said, let's get into the steps that I took to pay off all of my debt. So step number 1, it's a very important step. You need to learn how to budget. And I know this is hard and I know it's stressful for some, but it's really easy once you get a hang of it. I promise, I really do, because I am not good at time management. So it's been an issue for me in the past to try and budget, but I tried to actually get it done this year and I think I did a pretty decent job. So I didn't go, you know, bill by bill and try to budget a certain amount for each bill each month. What I did was I took all of my bills, and keep in mind that this also includes paying the minimum on my credit cards each month because I didn't let it fall behind. I didn't want to get any interest charges or anything else. So what I did was I took all those bills and figured out how much I absolutely needed to survive each month. So I'm a single mother. I have one main income, but I have a lot of part-time gigs, and we'll get into that later on. But I have rent, I have a car payment, I have electric bill, I have a gas bill, I have internet bill, I have gas to get to my job, I have my daughter's gymnastic classes, I have a cell phone bill that I pay for myself and for my father. I have a lot of crap going on. So I came up with a number. It was $3,000. I know that probably seems like a lot to you. Rent is fucking expensive here, and I have a $30,000 car payment or a car loan, so that works out to a hefty monthly payment. But it is what it is. So I get paid bi-weekly. That equals $1,500 each check that I need to put aside. Anything above $1,500 goes directly into my savings. Whoop, don't even see it. I just automatically put it in there when I get paid. Now, I haven't touched that money aside from taking vacations. So I took 4 trips this year, one of which Livy came on, which was Italy in April. The other ones I just had to pay for myself. I went to, I believe it's 8 countries, and I took all the money from my savings, so I paid for those all in cash. It's still, I mean, I guess a lot of people would probably say that that was irresponsible of me because I took money out of my savings that was supposed to go towards my debt and paid for a vacation. But I'm an adult and I'm gonna fucking do what I want. So I want to travel. That means I'm going to still travel, but at least I'm not increasing my debt by traveling. So I would only go on the trip if I had enough money stashed aside for me to actually take it. So like I said, $1,500 each paycheck was for my bills. Anything else, savings. So that means all of the hours I've worked, which I've worked a shit ton over the last few years. I know not everybody makes the same amount I do. I do get paid pretty well, but that is all relative, really. You can do this with anybody's budget. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you make minimum wage. Figure out how much you absolutely need to survive. Necessities only. Anything outside of that, put it away. Step number 2, get a side hustle. I don't care who you are, you can have a side hustle. I am a single mom who works full-time, about 60 hours per week, and I've worked 60 hours per week for like the last 2 years straight, and I still have side hustles, and I have more than one. So I'm going to do a separate video on this subject, and I will include all the different apps I use for my side gigs. But basically what I do is all of that money, savings, because it's not included in my $1,500 every paycheck from my normal job. So that money goes directly to my savings. I don't touch it. I don't really look at it. It's just all there. So the best way I've found to save money is to not think about it and just automatically do it. They say it takes about 2 weeks to get into a habit, and it didn't take me that long. Just every paycheck, the money was going in. Every paycheck, the money was going in. Every time I earned income from a side hustle, directly into the account. I didn't have to worry about it. That's why those apps such as Acorn and stuff like that help, because you don't think about the money. It just automatically comes out in a dollar amount and the extra change goes away. I've found that that is the easiest way for me to stay on track. Again, this is just my situation. I realize that not everybody's situation is the same, but you can use the same tools to be able to achieve a goal. Step 3, if you get a tax refund, save it. Don't spend it. And don't be one of those people who lives outside their means and takes their tax refund and blows it on something stupid. I took mine and went on vacation, but I still had already built up a savings account that had a few $1,000s in it, so I felt comfortable using that money to go away. Step 4, try to reduce your monthly bills. I know this isn't easy. I gave up cable about 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't really miss it aside from football games. But I mean, you have to do what's necessary. There have to be sacrifices. You're not just gonna get everything that you want in an instant. It doesn't work that way. So I have internet only, no cable. Mitchell pays for Netflix, and we used to have Hulu at one point, but we don't have Hulu anymore, and that's it. I haven't been able to do this yet because I'm still under contract with Verizon, but once my contract is up in May, I will be going to a prepaid phone plan. There is no reason for me to be paying $160 a month for 2 phones. It's absolutely absurd. Like I said, I pay for my dad's plan, but after May, I'm going to switch to an individual plan, and I'm just gonna pay for myself. I have Wi-Fi here, so I shouldn't really need that much data, and I can just have one easy low monthly payment that's probably about half of what I'm paying now, and it'll reduce my monthly expenses. Number 5, save your loose change. I know it sounds silly, but my dad always used to save in a big 5-gallon Poland Springs bottle all of the change. Sometimes he'd put dollars in there when he had them, and then we'd change it at the end of the year. This was before Coinstar was a thing, because don't go to them, they're absolutely ridiculous. But now my bank has a change counter. I can just go in, bring all my change, they count it, the machine counts it, gives you a slip, and then you take it to the teller and they'll give it to you in cash. I will say Livy gets all the change. Whether I am finding cans on the side of the street and redeeming them for 5 cents a piece, she gets the change. I want to make sure that she knows how to manage her money when she's an adult, since I was never given that opportunity. So she has her own savings account. She works to get spending money. She gets $10 per hour that she works, which means not normal chores. She doesn't get paid for chores because fuck, I don't get paid for chores, so she shouldn't either. She does get the $10, and half of that goes towards her savings, and half of it she can spend on whatever she wants. So a new LOL doll or some slime supplies, whatever it is, that money is hers. So I know $10 an hour probably seems like a lot, but she doesn't really work that often. But it helps me with my business and in Poshmark, because what she's doing is sharing my closet or sharing other people's closet, or helping me package up items, or helping me source for items. So it all helps me out, and therefore I should be helping her out. But I mean, saving change is an easy way to make a little dent in your savings. And it's easy because it's a short-term goal. You're saving a little bit of an amount, not a huge amount, so it's less concerning. You don't say, oh my god, I just took $100 out of my account and put it into a savings, and then you start to panic. What am I gonna do if I need that $100? Number 6 is a good one. It's sign up for cashback programs, whether that is with your credit card, it could be with Ebates or Mr. Rebates, which is the one I use. Anything helps. It's usually a small amount, but for example, the camera that I'm using to film now, I purchased from Canon, and the rebate from Mr. Rebates was 4%. So I spent $530 on this Canon because I got it refurbished, since I didn't want to pay $600 and something for a brand new one. It's absolutely flawless. There's no marks on it. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. And I got 4% of that amount back into my account. Granted, it takes about 90 days for the cashback amount to clear so that you can collect it, but it's easy money and it's right there. Just use it. You're gonna buy the stuff online anyway, so you might as well get a little bit reimbursement back. I have used Mr. Rebates for years. I always have the link down below. I don't know what their referral is, but in any case, even if you don't use my referral link, I don't care. I just want to help you. So if it will give you a little bit of extra, here it is for you. So I think I have about $70 in pending right now. You can cash out once you hit $10. And it just goes straight to your PayPal, and then you can put it into your account or put it into your savings. So what I do is I put that into my savings account. Anything that I get from cashback, right there. I also use Ibotta, which is for mostly groceries, but sometimes you can find other stuff on there too. So every week when we go to the grocery store, I come back with my receipts, I figure out which items I can get cash back on, and I put that in, and then you can cash out at $20. 7, stop eating out. It is the biggest expense probably that I've noticed in my own spending habits, and I do still eat out on occasion. Usually it's about once a month now, but I was eating out a lot more often. I see everybody in my office ordering lunch every single day, and that adds up a lot. I'm not telling you to quit your daily coffee or your thrice daily coffee or quit smoking cigarettes, which if you're still smoking cigarettes, you probably should quit that shit. But it's a little something that goes a long way. We also don't really go to the movies anymore. I used to be a huge movie buff, and every weekend when the new movies were out, I'd be out seeing them. But now we only go on rare occasions, and usually we'll get free movie passes and use those. Number 8, this might be the last one. I'm not sure, I haven't wrote out everything for this video, but don't pay retail, ever. If you have to, try to do some research first, because usually you can find something cheaper. And I don't say this just as a reseller, but I just can't bring myself to pay full price for anything anymore, ever. Whether I find it thrifting, or if I wait for a sale, or if I use one of the cashback programs to get a slightly lower price, I'm always looking for how to get something the cheapest way. I know I already gave you the Canon example. I've done it a few times with other clothing items I've wanted to purchase, which is very rare now that I even purchase clothing for myself that doesn't come from the thrift store, because I'm fucking cheap and I like to save my money. But sometimes Liv will need something for school, or for, I don't know, some kind of project she wants to do. She's very creative, she likes to draw, she likes to paint something, and I will always do research online first to see where I can get it for the cheapest. I just found a pair of UGG boots. I didn't have any winter boots for the season because I sold my Sorel boots from the last 2 years on Poshmark about a month or so ago, so I was up Schitt's Creek in New England in the winter with no snow boots. So I went to the UGG outlet that's about 15 or 20 minutes from here. I found the boots that I wanted. I looked up on eBay. I found a brand new pair for $80. They wanted about $200 at the outlet, and I bought them. So there's a savings of about $120 right there just on a pair of shoes. There are ways to go around it. You just have to know what they are. So as I just said, I think number 8 was the last one that I had ready for you guys today, and I will go into more depth on the apps that I use as my side hustles in the next video. I also have plans for a couple more videos in this series, and I will continue to update as I progress through this journey that I'm on. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate the support as I try to navigate this lovely world of getting out of debt. And I hope that this video helped you in some way, even if it was a small way. Again, I apologize, it is a little all over the place. It's really tough for me to do these videos because I am super shy, and I feel really uncomfortable talking to a camera with no one else here, and even more so when someone is here. So it's just a learning curve for me, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. I know there's only like 100 and something of you that subscribe to this channel, but if you do like this content and are looking forward to seeing more in the future, please subscribe. I do a lot of reselling videos, some travel videos, and obviously this will be the new series. So thanks.